Hey, hello everyone. Hi, this is Kevin from investbangkokproperty.com. So another great week ahead. So good afternoon. Right now, for this video, I will be doing a review on this project called the Room Sukhumvit 38. And this project is located in the very prime area of Thonglor. So if you are still seeking for a good condo development in Thonglor area, then this is one new upcoming development that you can actually consider, right? So, well, let's just get started going into details about this project. All right, maybe we can first just talk about the location. Okay, so as you can see here, okay, this is the room Sukhumvit 38. So that means the name they got it because it's along soil 38. So the room is developed by Land and Houses, and they are like one of the largest developer in Thailand. And they have a lot of projects. They even have a bank, right? So you can actually see from here. Okay, if you go to their corporate website. Okay, let me just adjust this. All right, you can actually see, you can actually go to the website and read more information about their profile and what they do. So they are that big that they even do have their own LH bank, all right, which does financing. And they build not just a condominiums project, they also build a lot of houses and various developments, right? So definitely, if you are buying a development from land houses, you really don't have to worry that they are fly by night development, right? So they do have a few series. In fact, the most prestigious series that they have is called the Bangkok series. So they have, like, for example, the Bangkok Sathorn or the Bangkok Thonglor, right? Those condos are like considered the ultra luxury grade. Usually one unit will cost you starting from at least 15 million upwards. So that is the highest range that they have for their condominiums. And then next up they have the room series. Right, I would personally say that the room series is somewhere in the A category because they do rather luxurious space for all the units inside the room, and then also in terms of the quality of finishing, they also give superior finishing for their projects. Right. So, but of course, having said that, that would also mean that the selling price of the condo may not come as low as what you would expect from those mass market, which may be in the same area. So do not be surprised that, hey, how come the room is at this price, and it's like going at a premium versus something that could be on the same street. But that's because the room is, as I say, is an A grade development, right? So let's look at this project in detail. Okay, this is a map showing you where it is. I think we are all very familiar with Thonglor area. So this is where the BTS is, and this is the Sukhumvit Road. So once you get out from the BTS, the main Thonglor road as we know it is this road called Soi 55, right? So that's where you have places like J Avenue, and then you have your Nihonmura malls, and there's Bangkok Prep International Schools. And once you get out, all the famous pubs, restaurants are generally dotted along this main line. All right, and Soi 63 is the one that we always call it Akamai, right? So traditionally, most of the developments have happened around here, right? But in recent years, um, developments have also sprung up along Soi 36 and Soi 38, right? And that is where the room is. Is actually at Soi 38. Okay, but if you look at the later, I'll show you on the Google map. You will realize that for Soi 36, you actually have a lot more um, mid-class developments going on along here, whereas for Soi 38 is a rather exclusive small Soi that still has a lot of private detached houses there, rather huge houses. So I think the people staying there are also of a certain uh, status, right? If not, you won't be able to afford such a big land space over here. Or rather, to put it, if they have been staying there for the longest time, then because of the convenience, most likely the house owner may also not be willing to sell off their plot unless a developer really come in with an offer that it cannot refuse. Another exciting thing that you should take note of that is probably going to add further value to the room Sukhumvit 38 is well, I just like to point your attention to this dotted line that you can see. All right, this is the planned gray line, which will intersect at the existing Thonglor BTS, which is the light green line. So this gray line will be a intersection here. This will become an interchange as well, right? But more importantly, straight after Thonglor station, they have a planned station for Sukhumvit 38, and then further down to Rama 4, right? And well, of course they okay, but having said that, I have to let you know that the works has not started. So it's gonna be a few more years, a number of more years before it will even come into fruition, right? This is in the pipeline. I would not buy purely because of this, but if this happen, then that's definitely a very very good thing for everybody, right? But well, there's definitely a reason why it should happen, right? For example, Rama 4 has been a rather important road as it's a major road, and then along Rama 4, if you're familiar with Oka House, right, you actually see that there are actually a few office buildings and there's a TV3 building is there, the SO Tower is there also. So but with all these MNCs over there, the connectivity in terms of train is zero. So well, if they build this grey line to cut it through, then it will make the rest of the places very accessible to the working crowd in Rama 4, and then the good thing is they do have a station that is planned for Sukhumvit 38. We will not know exactly where the station will be, but if they have one at Thonglor, then common sense would be they will try to find the optimal distance away, and there's only so long a stretch of road for Sukhumvit 38, and the room Sukhumvit 38 so happens to be almost at the end of the soil. So hopefully, if they put the station somewhere around here, then next time, in maybe 5 or 10 years time, when the line is fully up and running, the moment you exit the line, that will be the room Sukhumvit 38. Well, so this is in the pipeline, something for everybody to take note. Right. Let's go into the Google Map to show you the distance from the room. Okay, before we do that, so you can see here, the Thonglor area has always been one of the most desirable residential enclave, premium residential enclave in central Bangkok. So some people liken it to be like the Beverly Hills, right? So you have like malls, a lot of convenience supermarkets, all the Japanese restaurants are there, right? No lack of international schools. So you can see that when schools spring out there, that probably means that the demand are also within that area. So you probably have a lot of expatriates families who has a need for all these schools. That's why they are springing out all over the world, all over this area, right? In terms of shopping mall, then you really don't have to worry. One stop down, you have your Gateway at Kamai. If you are going for the premium ones, then one stop down to Krong Thong, that's the famous M Quartier. It actually you can even walk. It is really not that far away, right? But one station down to Krong Thong, there's M Quartier. One station down to Asok, that's Terminal 21, right? And so from Soi 38, you can actually go left or right via Sukhumvit Road, or from 36, because it's going in this direction, from 36 you can actually join down to Rama 4 Road as well. Rama 4 Road is another major artery road, and then it's also gaining importance. It provides easy access to the CBD, which is on the left of this map. Right, you have your K Village, right? This is like a Korean place. Your parks for people to just chill out, relax. Let's see what else. International schools, shopping malls, and then you see there's like no lack of F&B. So that really makes this one of the most sought after places to stay, and that is why land prices have in Thong Lo has gone up so much over the years. Land around the immediate 500-meter radius of Thong Lo BTS are rare and difficult to find. And for properties that are, if you can find something that is within like 100 meters from Thong Lo, the new launches, like for example the SC36, which is just right next door, you probably have to pay in excess of 350,000 Thai baht per square meter now for a project over there, right? So we'll go to the price of the room later, right? So this is the location, just to give you a good idea of where this is. The sales gallery is also on site, on the actual site as well, right? The previous time that we went, it was not ready, but now it's already available and open for interested buyers or investors to actually visit the show flat itself. Right? So if you are keen to visit the show flat, then just let us know. We can always make the arrangement for you. Right. So let's look at the actual Google map. All right, I've marked out this is the Thong Lo BTS. All right, and this is, you can see here, this is Soi 38. All right, so this is, from this satellite view, you can see that there's, except for a couple of high rise, which is the Ashton Morph 38, that generally here, you see here, these are all like landed houses. So along this soil is essentially rather low density. So all your neighbors are people who are staying in the landed houses. You don't have like a lot of high rise lining up this single road that would probably cause a traffic situation every day, right? And because the fact that this is a cul-de-sac, this is a dead end, so if they do not have business coming in back home or visiting, they will not be using this soil to cut through to Rama 4. Instead, they have used soil 36. So again, this adds to the exclusivity of the people who are staying along this road. Okay, now, so where exactly is the place from the map here? All right, if you zoom it in, you will see that okay, this is almost towards the end. All right, over here you see this empty piece of land right here. Right, this is where the room 38 Sukhumvit, the room Sukhumvit 38 is gonna be. Right, and in terms of walking distance, you just have to come out and walk along this road to the station. Well, according to Google Map, it will take you about 850 meters. Right, it's a bit of a sidewalk, but it's still walkable. All right, and then if you are going to Soi 40, there's also this small connecting road that you can actually cut through. All right, so yep, so that is the distance, about 10 minutes walk, 850 meters. If not, then you can always get a tuk-tuk or use a Grab car for just a short commute to the BTS. Well, the cost of transportation in Thailand is still relatively affordable, so it's still okay to be using public transport or even hailing a taxi, right? I think that's okay, right? Not the closest of distance compared to some of the projects that will probably be within 300 to 400 meters distance to the BTS, right? But it is being offset by the fact that you actually get a lot more exclusivity at this corner, right? So something to take note. I'll leave it for you to decide if this is a deal breaker for you. Okay, so let's go back to the project itself. We'll just be running through first some of the perspective, and then we can go straight into the floor plans, and then I'll end off by sharing with you what are the prices going on in around the area, what kind of rental demand are we looking about. Okay, unfortunately the slides are kind of in Chinese, but I'll be doing this whole presentation in English. Right, so let's carry on. Okay, so well, it says here 850 meters. I guess the slide 100 meters will depends on which exit or entrance you are using from the BTS station, but they're about 10 minutes walk. Okay, I've explained the location, so I'll skip all this. Okay, something to take note here. The ratio of cars to the residential unit is at 88%. So the reason why they highlighted this is probably one of the few projects that has a higher car to units ratio. Some of the projects probably only have about 50% or perhaps less than that. Right. So that is indeed a selling point if you are staying there yourself. Very likely over time you might be getting a vehicle for yourself. You might be intend to getting you might be getting a car for your daily usage because your business could be somewhere else in Bangkok or something. So with this 88%, it's almost every 10 house has 9 parking lots available. So that would be not an issue. And I guess the reason why they are doing that is also I personally would foresee that for this project there will be a lot of end users coming in to buy. A lot of wealthy individuals who may be following the land and houses brand. They love the Thong Lo area, and then they want something a bit more upscale, luxury, spacious in size, spacious unit, not just buying the small one purely for rental, because once you're going to be using it for yourself, you have more consideration. So that is why they're adding a lot more usability to the entire development. Right. So I've got this. Let's just now go through some pictures in terms of the facade. I think almost a pure glass facade. The color scheme brown will never go wrong. The earth color. Right, and remember just now I mentioned the surroundings are generally landed houses, so there's always a good chance that once you get a unit on the mid floor and above, you should be getting pretty good views of the entire neighborhood. Okay, this is let's see, this is a garden on the 15th floor. Right, so again, depending on where you are facing, right? But these are all common areas that you can always invite your friends over or have your private parties. Alright, there's another garden on the 18th floor, so they have pockets of garden throughout the entire development. Looks very impressive to me. Okay, higher up on the 25th floor, another green area, open space for you to chill out. It's a swimming pool. So you can, I mean, what I'm seeing here is I think the finished product will look very, very grand and posh, almost somewhat akin to staying in a luxury hotel. And that is something that will appeal to Asians in general. Right, there's a garden on the 4th floor with some water features. They call it the 7-star lobby. Alright, 七星级星耀大堂. Right, a very, very grand lobby in general. Right, high ceiling, just like how you step into all the 5-6 stars hotels at Ritz-Carlton, Marriott. I think what they're trying to do is to create that kind of feel. Right, there's a sports bar, and that's how the main gate will look like. Alright, the room. Okay, let's take a bit look at the project details. Right, so at Soi 38, total units 229. So it is in line with the fact that I mentioned that this is an A grade development. So if it's going on the upscale category, then you do not have high density. So that's why there's only 229 units. So it's rather exclusive. So it's just you and another 228 neighbors, right? The units are of 1 bed and 2 bed. And so the 1 bedroom actually only starts from 44 square meter upwards to 69, right? So the medium size about 45 square meter, and the 2 bedroom starts from 70, average about 70 square meter to 91. So this is big, good size, luxurious size units that are being planned, right, for the eventual buyers. Well, it says here the average sales price would be about 255,000 Thai baht per square meter. All right, we'll see. I'll share a bit more. All right. Okay, and the facilities are such. On the ground floor, you have your lobby, and then you have your there's a 24-hour laundromat, so you can actually go in and wash your laundry, self-service. All right, and on the fourth floor, there's a spa. All right, that's where there's also the swimming pool, the galactic swimming pool. Um, there's a small, like another small pool for the landscaping. All right, there's a sauna, and then there's a gym on the fourth floor. Right, on the fifth floor, that's where you have the sports bar, the uh, sunset lounge, I guess that's what it is saying. A mini bar, all right, and then all the private reading rooms and function rooms that's located on the fifth floor, right? And then on the 15th, 18th, and 25th, that's where you have the gardens that we saw just now, right? So the car park ratio to units at 80%. Okay. Well, this is the maintenance. Maintenance is gone by we go do it by monthly basis per square meter basis. So for this project, 75 Thai baht per square meter, and then the sinking fund, which is a one-off collection, that's 600 Thai baht per square meter, right? Okay, so next up, this is the view of the project. All right, so indeed panoramic views. I do have more photos of the view, which I can share with you later. All right. So this is just a bit of information about the land and houses. So just as I was telling you, they actually have a bank, right? So they even run a fund, and they have several offices. They have been in business for more than they've been listed for more than 27 years. Right? That's how strong they are in the market. Okay, now so let's now look at the floor plan. All right, so this is the first floor, which I think we will skip. The unit starts from the fourth floor. So you can see here the fourth floor is where also the swimming pool are. Right. For some people, they may think that is a no-no. Because if you have a unit on the facilities level, that will also mean that the rest of the people will be coming in and out of this lift lobby to be using the facility. So for some people, they do not like it. Well, but hey, this is fourth floor. You're probably buying at the lowest possible price. So your choice, right? So you can see here that we do have some mixture. This is a 1 bedroom, and this is a 2 bedroom, 2 bedrooms. All right, the 2 bedrooms are usually at the corner. That's how it works. So let's look at the fifth floor again. 2 bedrooms here, and then you have your 1 bedroom, and then 2 bedroom, 2 units of 2 bedrooms. So total 4 units and 2 units of 1 bedroom. All right, this is how the lift lobby is. 2 lift and 1 fireman lift. Okay, let's go a bit further higher. 12th floor, right? That's where you start having the unit spread out across the entire level. You have your 2 bedrooms both at the corners, and then the 1 bedrooms are in between with another 2 units of 2 bedrooms. The facing are rather okay. So it's either north or south, right? So you can see here. So this will suit most requirement for Asians. So we all prefer units to be either north-south facing, preferably doesn't faces the west because of the fear of the afternoon sun, which can be rather hot sometimes, right? So yep. So there you have it. Um, we jump to the 15th floor. That's where you have your common garden. All right. So it does seems like the unit allocation per floor is rather much the same. Okay, but for 16 is a bit different. All right, you do not really have the two bedrooms here anymore. Okay, so this is the one bedroom unit. All right, the darker color shade are the two bedrooms. All right, but no matter what, on the left side, the two bedroom structure remains. Okay, on the 17th, once you jump to the 18th floor, so the garden instead of being on the eastern side now, you have the garden on the west side. So the units are kind of like, so the units that were originally, the two corner units are taken up for this garden, and then you have the rest of the unit over here. And so typically per floor, I think the maximum I have seen like something over here would be about 13 units, which is okay. I don't think you're getting really a lot of neighbors over here. So in some levels where you have your common garden area, then you have lesser neighbors, probably 7 or 8 neighbors. Right, once you get higher floor, the higher you go, then just now the structure actually kind of tapers off, so you actually get lesser unit. So it gets even more exclusive as you go higher on the 23rd floor. So the highest level is 25th. That's where you actually have the last 3 most exclusive penthouse unit. Okay, this is some of the pictures. I do have pictures of the actual show flat, which let me show you in a while, right? But so this is how the one bedroom looks like. Okay, very nice color scheme, and they use the concealed ducted aircon. Okay, one bedroom. Let's look at the floor plan. So we mentioned just now that the smallest unit starts from about 44, 45 square meters. So there you have it. This is the unit that is of the smaller size. All right. But for some projects, 44 square meter could probably already be a two bedroom and two bed and one bath unit. Right. So, all right. Notice the moment you come in is the way the structure is a bit again a bit different also. So you have your living first, and then you have your open kitchen area that is towards the balcony side, and then you have your bedroom. Right. Judging from this size, I really don't think you have an issue putting in your king size bed. Right. So you have your bathroom and right. So a spacious bathroom as well. How about a slightly larger version, 60 square meters, a bit more squarish in layout. This time round, you come in through the pantry area, which is a kitchen area, and then you have like a huge living and dining area. Okay, the balcony is actually accessible from the bedroom instead. So it will be full glass windows over here, right? And then you have your super huge like master bedroom with a balcony, bathroom, and a walk-in closet. All right, walk-in closet. Okay. Definitely designed to pamper whoever that's going to be staying inside. All right, let's look at the two bedroom. All right, so this is some pictures of the two bedrooms. Okay, we start with the smaller configuration, which is about 80 square meters, 79 square meters. So that's at the corner. You can see here at either of the corners, right? So this is how it looks like. Comes in through a kitchen that can be enclosed. All right, so you can actually do heavy cooking inside the kitchen. You'll have your dining, living, and the balcony that is larger, so that you can probably put your balcony table and balcony chair outside, right? Um, and then you have your normal two bedrooms. All right, each will have the master bedroom will have its own bathroom, and you also have another powder room for your guests if you have visitors. Okay, slightly larger 190 square meters. More or less the same. I would say just that I am looking at it. I am seeing that we have a slightly wider wall to wall in terms for the living. So you have a larger living area, a larger master bedroom, and also the common room is also noticeably larger as well. So you can see here, this is the extra space does goes quite a bit into the common room. So you can even afford to put a study table over here. Whereas here it's just enough for maybe a super single bed. That's all. Okay, here you can put a queen size bed. Alright, so this is the floor plan that we have. Okay, so next up, let's take a look at the actual view of what you might be getting if you own a unit over in uh, Sukhumvit, the room Sukhumvit 38. Right, so coming back here first, just to alright, so you guys would see that most of the units are either on the north or south, alright, facing. So we do not actually have units that faces the east or the west. Alright, so moving on to the view. Alright, this is an east view on the 20-meter height that they were taken. So 20 meters is about 6 to 7 floor, right? So that's why you can see this more or less taken on the rooftop, and then you have units that are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're about 5, right? So this is on the eastern side. Doesn't really concern you, but if you just kind of like look to the left, look to the left or to the right, then this probably be what you will see, right? This might be more relevant. This is the 26 stories height for the north view. So this is actually Ashton. Okay, you can see here probably right in front of you. These are all the like low-lying houses, make maximum about 3-4 stories high. This is towards the Thonglor direction, the Thonglor BTS Sukhumvit Road direction. And this would be, if you take unit facing the south, right, this will be the direction that you'll be facing. This towards the Rama 4, Rama 4 direction. Again, these are all low-lying houses immediately around you. This is to the west. Okay, so look at the number of houses. These are all generally detached houses. They are around this area. You don't actually get high rise. So this is a very low density stretch of road. Okay, that's another panoramic view. This is taken on the 50 meters height. So 50 divided by 3, that's about 19 store. Sorry, no, sorry, 16 story. 16. This is on the 16th floor, 16th floor, which you already are getting quite a decent view already. Alright, so as long as you I feel if you clear the 7th floor, 7 and above, you should be getting some sort of a clear view, right? But it's always a balance between how much you want to pay for that view, and going lower probably means like better savings in terms of the per square meter price that you're paying for, right? This is if you go another 6 stories up, about 80 meters, right? 80 meters about to 26 floors, right? 25th. So this is probably at the top already because the top floor is 25, right? So this is the view that you get. This is like super awesome view of the Thonglor area. And once at night, it will all be lighted up the building, so it will look pretty awesome at night as well. Okay, next up, I'm gonna show you some photos that were taken of the actual show sales gallery as well. We also do have videos uploaded on investbangkokproperty.com of the walkthrough of the actual show unit for the 1 bedroom and 2 bedroom. So you can always hit our website investbangkokproperty.com to see the videos, or you can just go to subscribe to this YouTube video, and then the videos will actually be uploaded every time we actually take a site visit or something. Right, so you can actually see the actual surrounding. Let's look at some of the photos. So this is how the show flat will look like. This is the actual show flat pictures taken there. Right. This is slightly the one bedroom. Right, very neutral color scheme that they're using. Then you have your marble light tiles for the bathroom that gives it a very grand and luxurious finish to it. Very modern design. Right, there's a bedroom, so you can put a queen size, no problem. You take away the side table, you can probably put a king size bed. Right, picture of the bathroom. I feel the how luxury the project is, a lot of time is being defined by the finishing and detail that they do to the bathroom. So I think the bathroom is definitely a very important part, and I think for this room 38 they have rather done it quite right. I mean, I like the color scheme, I like the tiles, I like the designs that they're using, right? Nothing too over the top, but it looks very stylish at the same time. Right, this the picture of a common room, the smaller two bedroom. Remember that I mentioned that can put a single or super single, right? And that's the master bedroom of the two bedroom. So you actually have a floor to ceiling height of the glass window. Again, this will definitely add to the posh finishing of the entire property. And if you are taking a unit on the 15th floor, 20th floor, then all these windows will help, bring light into the house, and it gives you a panoramic view of the city skyline. Right, another picture of the bathroom. Right, so this is the two bedroom where you actually can have your kitchen enclosed. Very suitable for families who would likely be doing some sort of cooking. So once you can enclose it, then for practical reasons the smell doesn't go into your living room. Right. Okay, that's all for the pictures of the show flat. Okay, so let's now talk a bit about the price, right? So I guess that's probably one of the most important thing you need to know. Right. I've taken the liberty to give a sample of how the price would be like for a unit starting on the 7th floor, and also a unit on a two bedroom on the 7th floor as well. Well, if you're asking, hey, how come why not start on the 4th, 5th? Please do understand that the project will have to set aside at least 51% for local quota, and well, if I'm not wrong, the reason why the prices for 4, 5, and 6 are not there is probably because these are units developer has set aside for local quota. So we as foreigner will not be able to touch. But the lowest floor that we can start considering is on the 7th, right? But of course, you are always free to go for a higher floor if you really want to get a premium unit. Since this is already a premium development, and might as well just go for the best, right? But for discussion's sake, I'm just going to give you an idea of how prices are starting from, right? If you go to the website, the official sales website for room Sukhumvit 38, they would say that the one bedroom starts from about 9.6 million Thai baht there, about, if I'm not wrong. So I would assume that is probably the smallest unit with the worst facing on the 4th floor. So if you get something on the 7th floor, I just randomly picked one. We're talking about 10.4 million Thai baht there, about. Not the cheapest. Definitely I wouldn't be using the word cheap in this development. It's not even meant to be. If you're looking for cheap stuff, then then you probably have to look away. All right, we're talking about a premium luxury development in Thong Lo. All right, and this is probably gonna be one of the few landmarks that will stand out in time to come. All right, and then if you are going for space that you can use really for your small family, probably a two bedroom will do better. So two bedrooms are starting from about 19 million Thai baht upwards, right? But if you if you buy, you know, now or early, they do have this early bird, um, you know, early bird or special VVIP discount right now. So if you are going for the one bedroom, alright, you actually get a discount of Thai baht 200,000, and for the two bedders, that will be discount almost 500,000 Thai baht, 400,000 Thai baht, right? So this is, uh, you know, we always have to reward action takers. So this is right, and to book the unit, right? The booking fee, right? That will be for one bedroom. That will be Thai baht 100,000, and for the two bedroom, that will be Thai baht 200,000. Okay, so this is yeah, this is roughly the how it works, right? The show flat has been open for people to see, right? But the actual launch has not started. So how it's going to work is that if you are interested in this project, you would actually first have to get a queue. Okay, so it's not like, oh, I want to buy now. Can I like kind of like just choose a unit? I'm sorry, I'm afraid not. You will have to get in queue. All right. So how to get in queue? How to get in queue? How to get in queue? All right. So you basically have to tell us that you're interested. You have to get a queue number, and there is a deposit of 50,000 Thai baht to get a queue number. And with that queue number on the actual day of launch, depending on where you are in the queue, only then you can, you know, if let's say you are number 15, you're the number 15 guy who got a queue number, who paid a deposit for 50,000 and you got a queue number, then you will get to choose the unit when it comes to your turn. All right, and that is how this project will work. So question, right? People will ask. So if I choose not to proceed with the purchase on the grand opening day itself, do I get back my deposit? The answer is yes. All right. The developer actually refund you this 50,000 Thai baht within 30 days if you choose not to proceed with the purchase. On the other hand, if you get a unit and you got a unit that you want, you decide to go ahead with the purchase, then this 50,000 Thai baht will form part of your the booking fee that you paid, right? Uh, what else? Another, I guess, important thing for you to know, the completion estimated, will be in end 2020. So now we are almost coming to the fourth quarter, we're now in the middle of the third quarter of 2018. So that means they are expecting completion in 2 years' time. So the entire development will take about 2 years to construct. So around December 2020, they should finish. If they do finish earlier, they will usually let you know as well. That's where you have to prepare for the takeover of the project. Right. As for the payment scheme, I do not have it yet. So as in how much to pay upfront? Is it 25% or 30%? Right, I do not have that information yet. So if you are interested to know, let me know so that I can keep you posted. Right, the project will also be partial furnished. So whatever that we saw just now in terms of the wardrobe, the kitchen, basins and all the stuff will be there. But movable stuff like the TV, the TV console, the sofa, the bed, all right, those will be on your own. Right, which again, it's really not much of a problem. I guess you can actually buy stuff to customize it to your need. All right. Okay. So before I end it off, right? To give you guys an idea of whether how the comparables are doing around this area, right? Based on this price I have, even if I did a scroll through to the highest floor, right? For this project, the room Sukhumvit 38, you're coming in at about, I've seen certain units, the two bedrooms from as low as about 209,000 Thai baht per square meter for the early bird price to about 280,000 Thai baht per square meter. So this is the range they're talking about for this the room Sukhumvit 38. So that's why just now earlier we kind of saw that we can probably use 250,000 Thai baht per square meter as a average for this development, right? But how are the rest of the development doing? Let me just give you a couple of examples, right? We go to the map here, right? So I think we have also done a lot of previous videos highlighting the fact that in Bangkok itself, even for one same developer, they have different range of products. So please do not randomly take another condo in Thong Lo to compare and say, hey, look, how come I can find something for 180,000 and this is 250,000? Please understand that this is a grade A property, this is a low density property, so you always have to compare apple to apple. Right, and the closest comparison that I can think of is a project that is along the Soi 38, this Sukhumvit Soi 38, which is this project called Ashton Morph 38. This is a project by Ananda. So, well, for most of us, we would always be seeing their projects like Ideal Mobi, Ideal Q. That's where they actually build a bit more of this. These are towards the B category, but they do have a super high-end range, a high-end range, which is called the Ashton series. So over at Soi 38, they have this Ashton Morph 38, which was completed back in around 2012, thereabout. All right. So in between here and to this, so you literally have like just houses. Okay. Um, Of course, Ashton Morph does have a slight advantage in the fact that definitely is closer to the BTS than room is. Alright. So but it will be older, of course. So really you have to compare. Right. I did a quick search for the one bedrooms for sale. Right. It was built in 2012. Um, so again, I mentioned Ashton is Morph is on the high end, so that's why for the one bedroom they're also building generally bigger sizes one. So you realize that for their definition of a luxury, more towards a luxury one. I've even seen even more higher end ones, but generally if you are A grade kind, then your one bedroom a decent size will start from about 40 square meter to about 60. Right, so that's the reason why they even for Ashton Morph is also about 56, 38 square meter, and these are the prices that but for 56 square meter you're already getting a two bedroom, right? But these are the prices that you're looking at per square meter, right? 2017, 270,000, 226, 250, 258, 284, maybe a super high floor unit, right? So you realize that most of the prices range between 205 to maybe about 250, right? Okay. Okay, this are some of the one bedrooms, about 227, 187, 182. All right, so definitely newer ones will go a bit higher. So this is another, this is the closest comparable I can think of, but this is already completed and it's slightly older. How about renting? Let's see. All right. Of course, when you buy a super high end property, don't think about getting high yield, right? Chances are, no matter which part of the world you are, when you buy a luxury grade property, your yield will be probably just okay or even not so fantastic, right? But it is the sell on value that you're talking about. You're buying a very good location, you're buying a very, very good property. And with good property comes good upkeep. So your value actually holds over time. You can look at the price trend of Ashton Morph. It has been on the uptrend since the day it was launched, right? So one bedroom generally, people are asking between 30 to 40,000, right? The larger one, 56 square meter, are 49,000 per month, right? So this is the rent thereabout. I would say the rent won't differ too much. Probably the newer ones will have better uptake when the time comes, right? Because the tenant will say, hey, look, same price, might as well I move to the newer one. Or maybe the newer one you can command a slight premium, but it won't be like super different. Just just something to take note of, right? Right. So this is one project. All right. Another project that you can also compare is this project called the S36. All right. Okay, so you can't rent because this project is not completed. It's just right next to Thong Long BTS. The show flat is there. We do carry this property as well. There's no question about its location. The only thing is whether you are prepared to pay that premium for it. Because land next to Thong Long MRT, I don't think we can get it anymore. Right. So for something that's right next to the BTS, Thong Long BTS, almost same time completion with the room Sukhumvit 38, right? Look, they're selling. Yeah, this is about right. When the based on the developer sales unit that we have, we're talking about 350, right? So now you know that over there in Thong Long, for something to be within next to the BTS, we have already broken through the 350,000 price range, and now this is a project that it's not that far off. We're talking about 800 meters, still pretty much walkable, and if you drive, it's only like 2 minutes away. But yet you're coming in at about 25 to 30% lower. All right, but that's of course the trade-off. But in terms of the finishing of quality, you're not losing out. This is the same grade of quality. It's just that because it is slightly further in, then you are paying lesser, about 20-30% lesser. But some people really do like the fact that it's further in, because once you start staying there for practical reasons, you will find that you want uh, the quietness around your neighborhood. If you're staying with your family, you do not want like random strangers or cars passing by. All right, so Soi 38 is a cul-de-sac, right? But then, of course, I understand there will always be people who say, hey, look, I only want to buy properties that are right next to the BTS, or which we have them as well, but of course, they will come at a premium. Right, but the whole purpose of this video today is to give you a lowdown on the room Sukhumvit 38, right? Tells you what are the location, what are the pros and the cons, to give you an idea of the price that will be for this project. All right, so I think I pretty much covered all that I want to share. If you have any further questions specific to this project, please feel free to contact us. All right, drop me a text, drop me a comment below this video, drop me an email as well if you prefer to communicate via email. I'll be happy to share with you the brochure or even whatever more information that I could have missed out. Right, let me know. You could get to me. All right, this is how you can contact me. Once again, my name is Kevin. This is my mobile number. Sorry, 982833196. All right. So you can call or SMS or WhatsApp. Right, you will be able to reach me. Or alternatively, you can add me at my WeChat account. All right, this is my WeChat account. Or you can email me as well. That's bangkokproperty.com. Okay, here. So this is the 3 ways that you can reach me. Or if not, then please feel free to leave a comment below if I've missed anything out so that I can add on to it. If you want a brochure, you want a floor plan, you can visit our website at investbangkokproperty.com. We actually will put up entire review of room Sukhumvit 38 in terms of the video, put in the video, and also I'll do a written one as well, so that people who prefer to read can actually look at the blog itself. Right. Well, that's all. I'll see you at the next video. So if you are watching us for the first time, please subscribe to our YouTube channel so that every now and then when we have new stuff, we'll be able to update you. We'll be able to connect with you. All right. Or you could also join us at our Facebook private group. Visit our website investbangkokproperty.com. Subscribe to our website as well. Right. Yep. That's all. So I'll see you at the next video. Thank you. Thank you very much for watching.